Hi, here at Keuka College, we have many resources to help you through your ASAP program. My name is Melodye Campbell, and I'm one of the librarians at Lightner Library. In fact, I'm the ASAP librarian. The goal of my presentation is to show you how you can access all the information resources at Lightner Library to help you through your academic program. So, let's talk about the information resources at Lightner Library. My goals in this presentation are to talk a little bit about Lightner Library's online research databases, specifically EBSCOhost. I also want to talk about the LibGuides, which are online subject guides to help you with even more information about library resources. And finally, I want to talk a little bit about APA format. Where do you go to get information? Most of us start with Google. I encourage you to think outside the Google box, as Google is not the best place to find information from academic sources like scholarly journals. The library online databases are definitely the best place to find those types of resources. But before you hit the online library, it's important to think about your topic. First, write a few detailed sentences about your topic. The main words in those sentences will help you create a list of key words and key phrases that can be used as search terms in the library databases. Also think of synonyms for your keywords. For example, if you are researching something about teenagers, you might want to use the synonym adolescence. For the purpose of my demonstration, I'm going to use the following topic: evidence-based practice in nursing. Does it really improve patient outcomes? I wrote a few sentences down about this topic, and I came up with some key words and some key phrases that could be used as search terms. Armed with these search terms and phrases, we can now hit the library. If we're looking for articles from magazines and scholarly journals, start with EBSCOhost and ProQuest. They are great, easy to use, and cover just about every topic. If you're looking for books, Lightner Library has large collections of full-text electronic books. I'm going to go to the Keuka College website. This should look familiar to you. It's easy to get to the library page. Just take your cursor, go over the gray bar, and the menu drops down. The link to Lightner Library is in the Academics section, right under the link for Moodle. The library webpage is easy to navigate. There are icons in the center that correspond to different types of information sources. There are corresponding text links on the left side of the page. On the right side of the home page are the library hours and contact information. To get to the library databases, click on this little guy, the guy with the magnifying glass, for Find an Article. Here's the alphabetical list of all the databases that we have here at Lightner Library. Like I said, I recommend that you start with EBSCOhost. It's our most popular database, with good reason. It's huge and easy to use. It has full-text articles from thousands and thousands of different publications. Let's click on the EBSCOhost link. If you're off campus, a screen will pop up, and that's where you enter in your Keuka username and password. I'm on campus right now, so I bypassed that. Here is the list of all the subject databases in EBSCOhost. You can scroll through this list and pick and choose the subject databases that you think are most appropriate for your topic. If you don't select any of them, you'll be searching Academic Search Premier. That's the default subject database. Sometimes I just like to select all. Check this box, and it says, selecting all databases may result in a slow response time. With the fast internet connections these days, I have not found that to be the case, and I really like to maximize my search. Now I'm going to click on the Continue button. Here's the search screen. At the top are 3 boxes. This is where you put your search terms, your keywords and key phrases. For my topic, I'm going to put in evidence-based practice, patient outcomes, and finally in the third box, nursing. You don't have to use all 3 boxes. In fact, you could start with 1 box and then add search terms in if you need to. The next thing I'm going to do is scroll down here and check the box for full text, because I want all my results to be from full text periodicals. If you wanted your articles to be from scholarly or peer-reviewed journals, you might want to check that box. It's up to you. Depends on the requirements for your research paper. Then I'm going to click the search box. I have 575 hits for this particular search. Let's take a look at this first article. It helps, before you download the entire article, sometimes it helps to see a preview of the article, to be able to read the summary or the abstract before you spend time downloading it. And you can do that by hovering your cursor over this little preview button. It looks like a piece of paper with a magnifying glass on it. Kind of a comic book bubble pops up, and you can scroll down and you can read the abstract. You can tell a lot about the abstract. If it looks good, informative, and it's perfect for your research paper, then you're probably going to want to take a look at the article. So now it's time to download the full text. And you can click on the PDF link right here. Here's the article. PDFs are great. I love them because they look just like the original article, because they're scans of the original article. So you found the perfect article. You'll love it. It's going to be great. What are your options? You can read it on the screen, but that's not always the best because you probably want to save it for later. Up here in the corner are some tools to help you out. There's a printer symbol. You can print it out. Right here is a little button to download it. You can download it to your hard drive or to a flash drive. This is a great way to back up your research. Finally, over here on the right in the vertical toolbar is a little envelope symbol. This enables you to email the article to yourself. You just put your email address in, maybe something about the subject to jog your memory when you see it in that long list of emails. And over here, you can select the citation format. Change it to APA, click send, and the article will be sent to your email. A PDF comes as an attachment, and the APA citation will be in the body of the email. The library online databases like EBSCO and ProQuest will give you citations for your articles and ebooks. I must emphasize that these citations are not in correct APA format and they will need to be tweaked. But not the order of the items like the author and the title, just things like font and font size, the double spacing, and the hanging indent. Those are the things that will need to be tweaked. It's also crucial to look at the capitalization of article titles, because sometimes EBSCO and ProQuest will capitalize every word. However, remember that you will not have to create the citation from scratch on your own. Now that we've talked about EBSCO Host, let's move on to the next goal of this presentation, the LibGuides. If we go back to Lightner Library, you will see the LibGuide icon in the center. It's a little guidepost for LibGuides. If you click on it, you will go to the LibGuide homepage. In the center panel, you will see the 10 most popular LibGuides. I'm going to show you the first one, Library Resources for ASAP Students. Each LibGuide has tabs across the top that correspond to different kinds of information. The first tab is the Home tab. It has help and contact info. My email is there, as well as links to IT services, Moodle, and the ASAP Writing Center. By clicking on the various tabs, you can learn about other information resources. For example, if you want to learn about finding books in the library, click on the Finding Books tab. Want to learn more about annotated bibliographies or literature reviews? You can click on those tabs. There is also a tab for Microsoft Office tutorials if you need help creating PowerPoint presentations using Microsoft Word or Excel. This brings me to my last goal for this presentation, APA format. ASAP follows APA style. APA stands for the American Psychological Association. What is the purpose of APA? Correctly citing your sources shows your academic integrity. If you give credit to the original researchers, the original writers, you will have no plagiarism issues. You have to give credit to the original researcher. A properly formatted list of references makes it easy for your instructor to go back to your original sources. So what is a citation? It's simply a short description of an information resource. It contains the information needed to find it, such as the author, the date of publication, the title of the journal, page numbers, and so on. And it gives credit to the creator of the source. Where do you cite? With APA format, you cite your sources in the body of your document and in the list of references at the end of your paper. Citations in the body of your paper are called in-text or parenthetical citations. The list of sources at the end of your paper is called the references page. In the ASAP LibGuide, there is a tab for APA format. It has all sorts of helpful information, links to the OWL at Purdue, which is the best online site for APA help, movies, little short movies about doing citations, how to avoid plagiarism, and so on. The online writing lab, also known as the OWL at Purdue, has lots of information on how to cite any type of information source that you can imagine, from print to electronic, to blogs, to wikis, personal communications, and so on. It also has information on how to format your paper. It has a table of contents on the left, and we are on the general format section right now. If you need help doing in-text citations, you can click on that. Here's information about doing the reference list. Lots of really good stuff. The OWL at Purdue also has a sample paper, and here is the link. I really like the sample paper because it has green boxes that have explanations of APA style guidelines, and the blue boxes have directions for doing the APA style. It's really awesome. I have a lot of students who have printed out this sample paper to help them as they write their own research papers. So we're back on the ASAP LibGuide, and right next to the APA Format tab is a tab called Citation Generating Websites. NightCite is right front and center because we like it so much. It will help you create citations for print resources and websites. So remember that formatting a citation in APA style is kind of like piecing a puzzle together. First, you have to determine what kind of resource you have, whether it's a book, a website, periodical. Then you have to find the necessary pieces, like the title, the author, the year of publication, page numbers. You can follow the format in the APA publication manual or use the OWL at Purdue. If you need help creating it, you can use NightCite to help you create the citation. Remember, EBSCO and ProQuest will give you the citations for their articles and books. You only need to create your own if you're using a print resource or a website. Finally, don't struggle with finding the right search terms or researching in the databases. If you're having trouble, just email me. I'll help you out. You can also email me your paper as an attachment, and I can help you with the APA format. Remember, once again, I am just an email away. Good luck.